There's freaking geese everywhere. God damn. Ah! Oh, you scared me there. YouTube, what's going on today, man? I'm Wells the Viking. And in today's video, we have another way to hunter video for you. Today, however, I got my biggest elk in the game that I've ever gotten. Yeah, it's a big one. So while I'm going through it, I'm giving you guys some tips and tricks about the game, what to do, what not to do, little helpful pointers if you would. If you guys like the video, make sure to drop a like and let's get into some gameplay. Woo! Huh, what's this? Subscribe to the channel! So today we're after some Roosevelt elk. And I stumbled upon a massive elk down here we're heading to right now, back on the Surf Scoter mission. So let's see if we can't find him here. I still need to explore. This is where I found him at. Go to the need zone here. He was drinking right here. So as you can see, I still need to discover most of this over here. So I have not found another need zone for Roosevelt elk. So I'm hoping that we can get a pin on him today and take him out in the process. We still have a little bit of a hike to go. I'm just taking in some of the scenery. I'll cut right to it over here. I'll catch up with the guys in about 500 meters. Woo! It actually caught me by surprise. That thing was huge, and it was only a 4-star. So I am very curious to see what a 5-star Roosevelt elk looks like if that was only a 4-star. The 5 stars have to be giants, and I mean giants in this game. So here we go. The only 5 stars that I have shot are a pheasant and a bighorn sheep in the Nez Perce Valley, and I have yet to shoot any other 5 stars. So I saw this 4-star elk right here. He was drinking, and I didn't take a shot on him because I wasn't recording, but I was just doing some exploration and saw him, and pretty much he got spooked away. But we got some decent wind for this area, so I figured I'm going to go after him today. I still got quite a bit of exploration to do in this area. I only have a drinking zone for them. Let's make sure they aren't there real quick. Alright. So my guess is, let's go over to the encyclopedia. Go down to animals. This is a tier 6 animal. So you want to be using a 300 Win Mag or 338 for this. Let's see. So 9 a.m. of drinking. It's past that. It's about 1 o'clock. So they're going to be sleeping and eating before it gets dark. So let's see if we can't spot them. There's a lot of ducks in this area too. There's a lot of scalps, and there's a lot of surf scooters, if you would, in this area. And this is pretty much the same lake where we had to shoot that 2-star or less surf scooter. It is, here's the reference. So here's the main lodge right here, Quiet Keep Cove. Straight down past the airport. You pretty much drive through the airport and you'll end up here, past the lakeside cliff, and it's this lake right here. So if you guys are wanting to chase after some waterfowl, this is a great area to do it in. There's also some moose in the area, and I scouted out some caribou. But let's see if we can't find some elk. I'm kitted out with my elk collar today, and I also have the I also put back on my mane, as it's the Remington 1903 30-06. I'm fairly certain this thing can take down an elk and a moose, because it can in real life, but this is apparently a tier lower than what we need it for. So I'm kitted up with the Remington Long Range rifle, my second favorite gun in the game. I love this gun ever since this whole weapon pack they came out with. The whole Remington weapon pack they came out with is awesome. I can't wait for them to add more. What's also nice about Way of the Hunter 2 is this Aurora Shores DLC was free. It was free. I did not expect that. I expected it to be just like Call of the Wild, where you had to pay $7-8 for a new map. Nope. The devs of the game said psych and released Aurora Shores for free. And the weapon packs are free. So it's nice. It's awesome. I love that. I love that they decided to come out, roll this out. And I'm excited, very excited, to see what the devs have in store for the Way of the Hunter in the future. They're rocking it. It seems like the devs really... Oh, sweet, we got wild ducks in this area too. But it seems like the devs really hop onto a matter. So let's say if there's a bug in the game, or something's glitched out, or something's kind of glitchy, or there's frame drops, they hop right on that. I mean, there's still frame drops here and there every once in a while, but it's not near as often as it was when this game first dropped. And I really respect that. I really respect that. Okay, so here's a hunting stand up here. Let's go discover this real quick. Turn on the hunter sense. Oh man, just take in the view of those mountains real quick. Oh, yes, the scenery in this game so far is mind-blowing. Speaking of that, some of the radio stations, I was listening to some on the way to this area here in my Jeep. Roosevelt Elk, that's what we're after. But I was listening to some of the radio stations over here in the Jeep, and I don't know if I'll get, or if I can get copyright cited for incorporating them into video, but they have some freaking banners in this game, dude. I was kind of shocked. I was like, holy cow. Took me for a loop, that's for sure. I think it is Clearwater or Springwater or something FM. It's like a country station. Surf Scooter, nice. It's like a country station. That's the one I listen to. They got some pop music on here and stuff. They did a really good job on the music, too, for this game. Let's see if we can't spot an elk here. So, yeah. Kitted out with my elk caller here. I won't blow it yet. I might try to call him in. Well, of course, I don't have my calls leveled up. I need to level them up. That's something I desperately need to do, but just haven't gotten on it yet. Call me lazy. So a tracking tip, if you're trying to find need zones, if you play the Nez Perce Valley, I'm pretty sure it's one of the first missions that'll teach you how to track animals fairly well. Pretty much you find these well-beaten paths here. You can see, like right here's a good example, or a decent example. You can see, like this. The grass is pretty worn down to dirt. There's a nice, clear, solid line. You can see, pretty much just follow these, and those will take you to need zones. Little helpful tip for you on tracking. Tracking animals. Let's see if it leads us to something right here. Yep, here's a crossroads. So let's follow this one. This has to be another drinking zone, I would imagine. Lester Scout. Okay. So that crossroads there. Actually, there's probably some drinking zones along this lake over here, if I had to imagine. Got our nice hunting stand. So, when you're wandering around, discovering stuff, or looking for animals, stalking animals, you can run all you want, but as soon as you get into my safe distance anyway, is about 320 meters of them. Once you get to 320 meters, I would stop running and start walking. Once you get to about 220, then start slow walking or crouching, because they will hear you and they will get out of there. So then, like I keep saying, once you spook animals, they will not come back. They are gone. So just keep that in mind too. That's another little helpful tip if you're stalking or wandering around exploring new stuff. Take your time. Take your time in this game. That's just a little name of the game. Take your time, scout around. Try not to spook much. Also, if you're playing on controller, that's what I'm playing on. If you press R, the right stick down, you'll slow walk. And this is a great way. This is a great way to stock up on animals. And also, I've learned that if you crouch down or if you prone out, those animals will not see you until they're pretty much right up on you. Like here to that rock. They won't see you. So that's another helpful tip if you're trying to get really close to an animal. Photo mode is another really good thing that they've incorporated. Now you can abuse that a little bit and kind of you can kind of use that to your advantage. Abuse it by using that to scout for animals that are ahead of you or around you. I don't do that just because I like being surprised, if you would. I just think that's kind of cheating. Even though this is a video game, but still. So we got some black bears up here too. I've lost sight of my elk track. So right now I'm just kind of wandering around blind. We're back on it. Alright. Back on the elk track. Like I keep saying, just follow these well-beaten paths as best as you can. These trails, if you would. What I'm hunting is deer trails, but follow these game trails. That's what I'm looking for. Follow these game trails as much as you can, because they will lead you to some need zones. Whoa, a little bit of a lag there. That's what I'm talking about. Every once in a while, your frame rate will drop a little bit. Devs haven't quite fixed it 100% yet, but it is a lot better than it was when the first game dropped. Or It's a lot better than it was when the game first dropped. Roosevelt elk. Let's see if we can't find some need zones and get a pin on them. So, I've been exploring quite a bit. I explored pretty much this whole section of the map, and I finally spotted some elk. Now, mind you, my elk collar is kind of glitching in my binoculars right now. If you can't see, there's a third tube in there that shouldn't be there, but so that's kind of cool. But I finally spotted some elk, and our 4-star is unfortunately not in this pack or herd. I know, bummer, right? But so we're gonna keep searching for them. I just thought that I'd point out that we finally spotted some elk. That this area is not dried up with animals, and I also spotted some snowshoe hares and all that fun stuff. Well, here is a prime example of how far animals spawn in Way of the Hunter. That is an Alaska moose down there. Right there. If you can't see it. Right there. 691.5 meters. That is a long ways away. We can shoot that right now. But on to our 4-star elk. Alright, so I pretty much explored this whole river valley and did not find this 4-star elk. But I did find a lot of other stuff though. Found some snowshoe hares, some rabbits, if you would, some caribou, mountain goats. We got mountain goats in the game. Some woods bison need zones, gray wolves, black bears. Yeah. So I pretty much covered this whole area and did not find this elk. I'm pretty sure it's a freaking ghost at this point. But I did some. I rested up at this campsite down here, and right now we're posted up at this need zone that I saw him at. The only time I've seen him at this drinking zone, and they drank at 9 o'clock. So I pretty much rested at the campsite up till 8 o'clock. Walked down here, and we have a nice 126-yard shot at the need zone. Let's see what happens. What's also cool about the need zones in Way of the Hunter is you have different types. You have different frequencies which animals visit them. So right now, I'm on a drinking need zone for Roosevelt elk, and they're drinking here often. That does not, however, guarantee that they're going to be here. So they're going to have multiple need zones, or this herd's going to have multiple need zones. They could be going to a drinking rarely need zone. So they could either be coming to this one, they could be going to a different one, they could be going, so they can just be going anywhere. So I have no idea if they're going to be showing up at this drinking zone or a different one. But we're going to find out. We've got him. He's right there. 230 meters through the trees. Let's see if we can't get a better shot. The wind is in our favor. They came from the other cliffside, which I did not see that happening, but we have them. Oh my God, we have them. Oh my. My heart's freaking pounding right now, dude. Oh my. There he is. 211, 200 meters. Let's see if we can't bag him. Get my 300 Win Mag out. We know which one he is because he is the biggest elk in this pack, and he's pure white right there. Okay, come on. Give me a good shot. Oh man, my heart's freaking pounding, dude. Oh wow. Come on, get out of there. Oh, I need him. Look how big he is. Look how big his rack is. Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. He is massive. Just a giant. This guy's a stud, man. Oh wow. All he has to do is just give me a good shot here. Man, I am glad they came to this drinking zone, because I did not find a single thing on this herd of elk. Look at those beams. Oh, this might be it. Come on, stand still. Oh, get out of the herd. Come on. Come on, get out of the herd. All right, calm down. Calm down, dude. Calm down. Calm down. Right there. Boom. I think we got him. I think we got him. Man, that looked like a good shot. Somewhere in there. I think we got him. Whew! Man, that's a big elk. Okay. Let's go see what we got here. It looks like we're gonna have our first blood trail on Aurora Shores. Oh man, that's freaking palms are getting sweaty. Knees weak, arms are heavy. If you get the reference, drop a like. Whoo, man. Whoa, Nelly. All right, gotta calm down a little bit here. Wow, I was getting worked up. Feels like my heart was about to jump out of my chest. All right, let's see if we can't find blood here. As I said in my last video, yep, there it is. Medium amount of blood, air bubbles. And that is what you're looking for. Air bubbles mean lung shot. That means a lung shot. That is fabulous. Yes. So, medium amount of blood, pink. Okay, so this is actually what I was trying to get at with the blood trails being the most lifelike out of any hunting game or hunting simulator that I've played. Blood color pink. That means it's a good hit, usually. That can also mean it's a stomach shot, but pink's good, I'll take it. Medium amount of blood. Impurities, air bubbles. That is wonderful. Like I've been saying, that means you've hit at least one lung, and that animal is going to go down. As you can see in the little description, the animal expires quickly, and it must be nearby. Whoo! Alright. So, let's get on this blood trail here. Here's our initial blood. I placed my tracking marker down as soon as I shot it to help me find the blood. And here we go. So this is what a little line of blood will look like in real life. Normally, it'll be a little stream. It's the majority of the time this deer I shot this year had blood that looked just like this. Just a little line of blood, a little splotch of blood going. And you can tell which way it's heading by which way the thin part is pointing at. So he went this way, for instance. But yeah, for majority of the time, a blood trail will look just like this. It'll be just a little nice line of blood, just like that. Or it'll be a nice constant stream. You'll have that too, just a nice constant stream of blood. So let me turn my hunter sense on here to find them a little faster. Looks like he went this way. Yep, there he is. And there he is right there. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Wow. Look how good that looks. Wow. Oh wow. Look at this. Look at that rack. Look at that rack. I gotta get a picture of this one. My biggest elk. And my first elk, mind you, of Aurora Shores. Wow. Woohoo! Man, that feels good. Alright, let's see this bullet camera. Yep, so we hit one lung and the liver. A liver shot takes a little while, or it takes longer for the animal to bleed out. It'll still perish, but it takes a little longer. Oh wow, that's a big elk. Wow. Alright. So it looks like the bolt stopped on this far rib. Nice bullet mushroom in there. Cavity damage, if you would. Oh my. 160 meter shot with the 300 Win Mag. And once again, I'm using one of my favorite guns in the game, the Remington 700 long range. I love that gun. Overview. 79.76 genetics and almost 80%. Mature male. Hunt rating 5 stars. Trophy rating 4 stars. I shot this thing at 8:49 a.m. with a single lung shot. Single lung and liver, technically. Hunt, tracking time, and in-game 25 minutes. It only fled 30 yards, or 30 meters. Lost by shot 4.7 kilograms. Animal weight 589. Oh, man. Wow. That is a big animal. That is big. I'll save the taxidermy for a 5-star, which I can't wait for that day. So let's sell this. Woo! All right. Wow. That was quite the hunt. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Wells the Viking, Explorers and Conquerors, Way of the Hunter, Aurora Shores. If you guys like this kind of content, and you like me playing this game as much as I'm liking putting this kind of content out, make sure to drop a like, and while you're at it, sub to the channel. Do yourself a favor. Alright, as always, we'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm looking forward to my next trophy.